Hey, it's Darik from Mix 96 with another edition of Darik's Good Deeds powered by JustServe.org. Today, we're at the Children's Receiving Home of Sacramento. This is Alex, she's the Senior Marketing Coordinator here, and she's gonna take us through and give us a walkthrough and show us the incredibly, fundamentally important things that they're doing for the community here in Sacramento. You know, a child is so important, and a lot of the children and teenagers that are here have gone through so much in their lives, and their goal is to lift them up and help them in any way possible to be able to feel good about themselves and to go out into the world and stake their claim. So come on, Alex is going to show us around. How long have you been here, Alex?
I've been here for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every morning you come in, and what's the number one feeling, the first feeling you have when you walk in the doors here at the receiving home?
I feel fortunate. I definitely feel fortunate to be able to help these kids in any way that I can. And our staff is amazing. They are really, really warm-hearted people. And so, yeah, just being able to do good for the community.
This is our preschool area. We're going to be opening back up in a little bit. And social distancing is going to be a little tough with preschool, but
What's the average age of people who are the children who are here?
so we can serve 0 to 18, but we're seeing a lot more teenagers.
So a lot of the children and the teenagers that are here come from tough backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
Abuse, neglect, behavioral problems, right? And so this is kind of like a beacon for hope for them, right? What kind of programs do you guys have?
Yeah, so we are mostly known for our shelter side of campus. So kids can stay with us for however long they need to transition into family, back with a relative, sometimes back with their biological parents. So that's really what we're mostly known for. Just being like a safe haven for these kids, being a place where they can have clean clothes, a comfortable bed.
Yeah.
All of these are dorms, and there's 10 kids per dorm, and they're split up between ages. We do try to keep the siblings together when they're with us. And so they can stay with us from, one night to 9 months. Again, just kind of depending on the severity of their situation.
So how many residents, do you call them residents, how many children, how many people are here in the facility?
So we can house up to 98 residentially. Right now we have about 20. And some people think, oh, that's great, there's not as many kids with you. But because of COVID, we're seeing less cases of people reporting abuse, and so it's actually a negative to have such low amount of kids right now because these kids are still out there.
What is that in the gym? You walk in, that it's clean and it's organized and there's a lot of space for the kids to play. It's awesome.
Definitely about letting off that steam.
You walk in, you know that there's an extended family taking care of the kids. That's what it feels like. You can feel the energy. It feels safe and welcoming, and that the number one goal is uplifting the children in every way. And I just think that is such an incredible thing.
I think it's also because of our amazing staff. Our staff members are sensational. They, take on all of this hurt and all of these stories and all this pain from these kids and still come to work every day with a smile on their face.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of that energy comes from everyone here who has one mission, and that's to make these kids smile and make them feel safe.
Other than monetary donations, how can people who are inspired by this and want to motivate service and want to serve the community, how can they get involved with the receiving home?
Well, I think the easiest way is just talking about the receiving home, letting people know that we exist, what we're doing here for these kids. That's the number one thing. But we also do have a wish list on our website, and it has items ranging from art supplies to journals for these kids to write down their feelings. So anything that we need currently, we put on there, and you can go ahead and purchase it and send it straight to us.
What would you say is the number one need that you see the most from children?
For us, canvases and paint are huge. We go through those so fast. They love doing art. They love expressing themselves that way.
Sure.
So canvases are always a big need for us. As far as essentials and clothing and shoes, we actually have quite a bit of donations that we're still going through with all of that.
I see.
So we are covered in that category, and we're really blessed to have amazing donors.
Well, the first thing I think you should do is go to crhkids.org and find out more about the Children's Receiving Home of Sacramento. Thanks to Alex and the beautiful staff, the wonderful staff here at the Children's Receiving Home of Sacramento for the incredible fundamental work they're doing for children to help them. This facility is amazing. The journey, the walkthrough really moved us, and in many cases really changed how we feel and how we think about improving and motivating service in our community. Once again, it's Darik with another edition of Darik's Good Deeds at Mix 96.